my name is Miranda and welcome back to what I'm officially titling my white Skam wall, because today I'm here to do my wrap-up reaction thoughts on Nora's season of Skam, which as always is season 2 of Skam. And I was not able to actually put all my reactions online because for reasons that they started getting blocked. So I just watched the rest of the season, and then I thought I would make this little video like I did for Ava and Sana seasons to tell you just my general thoughts on it and what I thought of the season. So Nora's season, this was actually my second time viewing, I think up till episode like 7 of this season, was refreshers for me. And I do have to say that Nora's season I think is an enigma in a way, just because she does have the longest episodes and the longest season, I feel like. So you can definitely tell that there I think is a lot more content to Nora's seasons, which I like because I wish the other seasons hadn't had that much content. I feel like they can be very short when you compare to how much Nora got and how many plot lines she got, but that's a whole other discussion. So in general, I really like this season. I knew I was already gonna like Nora because, like I said, I had seen part of season 2 before, and I feel like just on Tumblr and everything, other than Isaac and Evan and Sana, Nora is a very big one that people love and people stan, I say that. Also, I'm in the camp that I do like Nora and William's relationship. I know it's very decisive in the fandom because there are obviously things he does that aren't too great, and he's just kind of an asshole to, I would mostly say, other people. I don't really think he's an asshole to Nora. I mean, I feel like their whole thing in the beginning is kind of playing games with each other, and it is a bit of a like chase for him, I think, going on, but at the end of the day she really does come to care for him, and I don't think it's like he forced her, in my opinion. I feel like he definitely pursued her, but I feel like at the end of the day, had she said no, he would have walked away. He did walk away in that episode where she was like, look, I don't like you. He was like, fine. Like, he got all pissy, but he walked away. So I do think William, like, probably could have been written as less of an asshole, but at the same time, I don't really have an issue with their relationship because I feel like they balance each other out very well and just not letting each other hide behind bullshit. So I feel like William puts on that persona of like, I'm cool, I'm not going to talk about my emotions, everything's fine, and she challenges that for him, whereas she can very much be like on her high horse, everything's fine, lovely, I love it, you're in the wrong, I'm in the right, and he challenges her in that, which I really kind of like, because I feel like Nora could be a character that was very self-righteous and kind of, it would have been very easy for her to become unlikable, I think, just of how oftentimes she's like, this is what the right thing is, you're doing the wrong thing, like, obviously I have all the advice, but for him to come in and kind of be like, okay, like, maybe the right thing isn't the thing we should do, though, because it just causes more problems in the end. I really did like that, because I feel like that's more realistic of life, you know, in that, like, not everything, unfortunately, is gonna go perfect and great and dandy, and I think that was a really nice lesson for each of them individually to learn. And I think just compared to how well put Nora's scene and how sophisticated in season 1, it was nice to kind of see her be more humble and more kind of like, I think the worry was, how are we going to make this character seem so great and so fantastic in Ava's eyes, because she's literally like Ava's savior. How are we going to make her seem likable while still keeping in character what that is? So then the way they did that was showing us this kind of shield, this persona that Nora puts on, and I think she's a very independent person, but she's a very hardened person because of the life she's lived, and it's hard for her to truly, I think, A, get close to people, but then B, also stick around when things get hard. She tries to run away before they can hurt her to protect herself, and I think that definitely plays in more of what happens in season 3 and season 4, so it's nice that it all kind of connects together. And I really did like the issues this season talked about, because I think they're very personal for girls right now. While I feel like Ava's season definitely had stuff about the bullying and everything like that, this brought it back to sexual assault, to eating disorders and things like that, and how it can happen really to anyone. And Nora is such a strong, independent, smart girl, and yet she still finds herself in a situation where she is not completely in control. And I friggin' hate Nico so much. He's my least favorite Skam character. He's so disgusting. I wish he had gotten punched in the face, or at least like arrested or something like that, because it's just, I think the way they set it up and the way Julie wrote it was phenomenal, in that it plays a lot on the victim shaming and the blackmail and everything of that, of like how Nora put herself in the situation so she should be ashamed, but then also like willing to play along with Nico and his game because he now has power over her. And just the whole scene where she confronts Nico and has all the laws and telling him like how he's gonna go to jail and how he did all this stuff to her. I just love it because you can literally see like the light coming back into her eyes, like she's regaining the power. And I think Josephine does an amazing job with Nora this season. I mean, there are just sometimes where she just looks so empty, and like some of my favorite episodes, episode 9, I think, 9 or 8, I don't remember, but it's just this episode where after everything happens with Nico, she just looks, it's so silent, the episode, because she just looks so drained inside, and she does a good job of putting on a front, I think, in front of her friends, but you can tell just that's her thing of like, I'm just gonna like deflate, literally. That's what she did. I really love the scene too when William finds out and he runs away from her and she just runs after him with like everything she's got, confronts him, is like jumping on him, begging him to stay. I think that's such a good scene because you could see the direction that they told Josephine, like, get him to stay at any cost, and they told Thomas, leave at any cost, and then they kind of just let them go at each other. And I think that's so good, just like the actual visual of her being on the ground, like him leaving, and then her friends being the ones that have to pick her up and save her. Because I do think as much as like this season is about the relationship, it's also about the girl squad and how they're still kind of forming and becoming really there for one another. And it's really, really cute. I also do hate that like William gets like so upset and just walks out without explaining to her. I mean, I get it. It is in with his character because his brother is a very touchy subject, so to think that if she did that, then he would be horrified by her. But at the same time, as much as I don't like that, I think what Julie was going for was we saw William kind of fighting for Nora this whole season, and when Nora was like, no, he was still like, I'm going to prove to you that I'm going to be here. And now I feel like it was, in doing this, it was because we needed a moment of William walking away and Nora being like, I'm not going to let you go, and fight for him, like a reversal of what had happened in the previous episodes of the season. So as much as I don't like it, I get it, But overall, I just really, really enjoyed this season. I think it's definitely, I don't know. I definitely like Ava's season more just because I feel like it was very more compact. Like, I feel like that's the only bad thing about Nora being so many episodes, is that sometimes it could kind of swing a little, and like I don't care about this storyline as much as that storyline or something like that. But overall, it was just really, really cute, and I love seeing Josephine. I think she's such a great actress and she did such a great job with Nora. So if you have seen season 2, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel down below too, because I make all sorts of new videos. I do have to say what I love too about this season, and I think what Skam does pretty wonderfully, is like, even when it's not about the main anymore, there's still, not everything is like roses and dandy just because they went through what they went through. Like, Ava still struggled in season 2 with her drinking and with figuring out where she was with Jonas, and you saw that through the peripheral of Nora's point of view. And I also like that in season 4 you see how she still has these issues that she's working on. So like, nothing is ever a magic fix, which I think is very great because it's very in tune to what real life is like. You can fix one problem, but it doesn't mean that it's always going to go away. I like that, and I do like that, Nora and William, they do get their happy ending. It just takes them a little bit longer than we originally thought. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!